You're such an asshole.
Hey Cap, I'm gonna make this quick. Am I a loser for joining the military? Damn, you're 25 years old. No, you aren't. And good night, everybody. $35.95. No. I don't have a bachelor's, so I'll be going enlisted. I've been a law school ever since I graduated from high school. Me, like everybody else. And I really just want to get something started here. I feel as though it's really my only option to get my life together and to set up myself on a good path for a better future. It is. I'd watch my video again. Don't try until you're 35. Right now, you're probably in the darkest spot you're going to be because you've been out of school long enough to realize all the bullshit your parents and teachers told you was a big-ass fat fucking lie. And you're actually in way better shape than the average 25-year-old, especially those with degrees, because those with degrees have, guess what? They have tons of debt that you don't, so you're already ahead. And 85% of them, 85% have worthless degrees. You don't have that. You probably have work experience. The standards are so low for young people today. I should say standards. The older generations have so fucked up the younger generations that you, my fine good sir, who thinks he's a loser because you didn't go to school, you don't have a degree, you're doing better than those who did exactly what their parents told them to do and got degrees. And whatever you want and the money will. So you're fine. And yes, the military often is the only option for younger people now. The economy has gotten quote-unquote good enough if you actually have a good degree and a good skill or a good trade. There is more opportunity out there. But especially back in the recessions, and I would say normally so for when the economy is just normal, not at unemployment below 4%. That often is the only option because the military is going to be the only place that's going to really give you a shot and handsomely compensate you. And that's why I recommend everyone going to the military. I usually don't care what people think, but I'm afraid people will look at me like I'm a failure joining at 25. Nope. Dude, I'm a loser for never joining. That's what it is. Your 25 is fine. They'll probably like you a little bit because you're not going to be some dipshit 18-year-old who thinks he knows everything or is a pussy. You're going to have a little bit of experience. Don't be surprised if you corporal. What is it? If the drill instructor kind of uses you to babysit the other kids. I really just want to increase my sexual market value and start dating higher quality women because a 25-year-old working an odd job with no degree and living with his parents is hard to sell to a woman looking for a long-term relationship. What are these women doing? Are they like fucking vice president? No, I'm not going to go over this again. Dude, stop living your life for women. Just stop it. Go into the military because it's going to make you a better man and give you better opportunities. Of the many of which is that you might and probably will find higher quality women. But you're 25, you're an idiot. What makes these women quality? I'm sorry, are all the women living on their own? Bullshit, they are. And even if they are living on their own, which they're not, by the way, they're usually doing so at the benefit of a government or parental subsidy, or both. They're not paying back their student loans. They have an atrocious amount of student loan debt that's accruing at compounded rates. Right now, you're at the point where this is the darkest before the dawn. None of these girls are talking to, yeah, none of them are because they're at their peak sexual market. Did you ever read The Rational Male? I'm a somewhat attractive male who works out constantly, so at least I have something going for me. Other than that, I can't support a woman long term with my life being the way it is now. Yeah, you're not supposed to. And I don't know, did you get any of the memos? They don't need you. Women don't need no man. Have you heard that before? Women are strong and independent. They don't need you. Did any of that get through your skull? And maybe you heard it, but do you realize you should treat them as such? That women don't, you shouldn't be Stop thinking like it's 1947. Women are independent now. They don't need you. Oh, they need government bailouts for their worthless student loans. They need mommy and daddy to keep bailing. And then they need hubby to come in and bail. Forget all that. They said they're independent. Start treating them like it. You don't have to support a woman ever again. Ever. That's not your goal. It's not your job. And now if you meet one of the rare ones that wants to be a traditional stay-at-home wife, you decide that you want to have kids and you're in love, that's different. But in the meantime, dude, how do I get the girls? I'm going to go into the military and possibly get killed to get the girls. No. You go in the military because of camaraderie, because of the free food, clothing, and shelter, for the free education, and for the fact no one's going to give you agency and purpose in life at the age of 25. No one. Except the military, right? And then when you come out at 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, maybe you stay in until you're, well, I don't have a pension anymore. Maybe just stay in. And then when you are 30-something and you are a lieutenant, or maybe even captain, and you have a lot of money, and you are now going to get out of you've done your military service, now you're going to go with the GI Bill and major in chemical engineering, then revisit women. Then revisit maybe you support a woman. But in the meantime, that's a long time away. That's a decade away. Stop fucking torturing yourself over, you're not even asking how do you get the girls. You're asking how do you support the girls. They're unsupportable. Look, it's already tough enough with tax rates and rent and all that to support yourself, as you're aware. That's why you live at home, right? It's going to be doubly hard to support another person who's going to have kids, assuming you want the traditional life. And then when those other kids are born, now it's triply, quadruply hard, depending on how many kids you have, to support them. And then if that woman brings student loan debt, it's not possible. It's not possible. So stop. It's not possible. Stop trying to figure it out. You only can take care of yourself. Period. It's now the government's business and parents' business to take care of women. It's not the man's business anymore. So they don't even want that. Okay? They're strong, independent women, don't need no man, fish, bicycle. Plus government checks and parental checks and student loan bailouts that's acceptable. Oh, and affirmative action handicaps to be promoted within corporate America. It is not your job to support women anymore. That's been taken care of. And again, only if you find a very rare girl who wants to be a traditional stay-at-home wife, who doesn't have student loan debt, do you worry about it. So focus on yourself. Knock it off with this, I gotta support the girls. Some of my friends have started trades, obtained bachelor's degree, and at least have careers to work up in. They have also been able to move out on their own. Can they move out on their own? They still got mommy. Are they paying off their student loan debts? You don't know their finances. You don't. It kind of reinforces my insecurities about not being a real man, but I want to change all this by joining the service. Yes, good. What are your thoughts on the matter? Join. It's not too late. You won't be a loser. You'd be surprised how much further ahead you are in 5 to 6 years. And they are not doing that well. I mean, if they're an engineer, sure, they're probably doing that well. Maybe if they're a good tradesman, yeah, they're probably doing pretty well. But, unless their degree is something worthwhile, no. All right. So let's start with Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. Get that book. Get Bachelor Economics so you never ask a question, how do I support the girls? The Catholic Red Pill. And Personal Finance 505. Google search all those. You find them on Amazon and the like. And we'll see you guys later. Toodles.